morning, guys. So, welcome to my tiny hotel here just outside Tokyo Narita Airport. Got here super late last night after a really long travel day. I flew from Dallas in the United States to Doha. That was a 14-hour flight. I had a 13-hour layover in Doha, and then I caught another 10-hour flight from Doha to Tokyo. So basically got to the airport, got to this hotel just right next to the airport. It's called Hotel Nikko Narita. Actually a pretty nice little hotel, like 65 bucks a night. Crashed, and today I am going right back to the airport because I am flying to Japan's southernmost prefecture, Okinawa. And I'm going to be spending a couple weeks down in Okinawa, seeing the islands and kind of just exploring what life is like off of mainland Japan. Super stoked to be back in Japan. Like, I was gone for 2 months and I was missing it every single day. So pumped to be back in this country. I love traveling here, and really excited to go see a new part of Japan and just check out what island life is like away from mainland Japan. So I have to check out of this hotel now, catch the shuttle back to the airport, and get all checked in for my flight. So no more talking, guys. Let's head to Okinawa.
Checking out.
Yeah.
Room service charge 1,900 yen.
Okay.
It's okay.
Hotel Nikko Narita をご利用いただき誠にありがとうございます。成田国際空港第2ターミナル経由第1ターミナル行きです。And transfer to a terminal shuttle bus.
Terminal 3はどこですか？
ターミナル3、3ですと1階まで降りまして、はい、でそこから1回外出まして4番のバス停になります。
ありがとうございます。
All right. It's a bit confusing because I'm at Terminal 2 and I have to go to Terminal 3. So I was just asking her where Terminal 3 is, and it sounds like I have to go downstairs or something like that. Alright, so apparently it involves me going back outside. Pretty roundabout way of getting to this terminal. Like getting dropped off at Terminal 2, having to walk downstairs, outside, back up and back into the airport. Kind of odd.
To Okinawa Airport.
Okinawa.
Okay. Have any goods like that much mobile battery?
No.
Okay.
Mango 1お願いします。
豚南蛮、肉南蛮ね。
あー、700。
はい。はい。
So I'm actually rushing right now. I still have to get through security, but I had to stop for a bowl of udon. Been back in Japan for 12 hours, and I'm yet to have actual Japanese food. And they have this like whole food court here of like sushi, udon, ramen, pre-security. So I had to stop. But I'm rushing, so I'm gonna eat this really fast. I'm gonna get through security because my flight leaves in literally 1 hour. Okay, made it. So it's like a 3.5 hour flight from Tokyo down to Okinawa. The only other way to get there is to take a train like the Shinkansen down to Kagoshima, which is at the southern border of Kyushu Prefecture, and then from there take a 25-hour slow ferry to Okinawa. So rather than doing that 3-day journey, I chose to just fly. There's a lot of very good budget airlines here in Japan, Jetstar being one of them, which is who I'm flying today. Okinawa has been on my radar for a long time, especially having been in Japan once already and getting a feel of mainland Japan. And I am going to see more of mainland Japan on this trip, particularly the southern prefecture of Kyushu. I want to explore how Okinawa is different as an island and was once an independent kingdom, how it is different than the rest of mainland Japan. So that's the primary reason that I'm going to Okinawa. Second reason being the food. There are, similar to Hokkaido, Okinawa boasts some of the best seafood in Japan, like no doubt about it. Lots of tropical fish and different types of seaweed that you can only get in Okinawa. So Okinawans are some of the longest lived people on the planet, and there's a mentality that there's really no difference between food and medicine, or food is basically medicine. And so I'm pretty excited to get down there and just see what types of food they have on offer, what types of seafood is available, and just the general food scene in Okinawa. Not a lot of legroom on Japan's budget airline Jetstar.
皆様、当機はただいま沖縄那覇空港に着陸いたしました。皆様の安全のため、飛行機が完全に停止し、機長がシートベルト着用範囲を許すまで、座席にてシートベルトを締めのままでお待ちください。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
All right, and we are here.
Bus 99はどこですか？
はい、99はですね。
So I have to catch bus 99, which is going to take me about as close as I can get to the hostel that I'm staying at. I think I got to go out this way is what she was saying. Yeah, this way. Bus stop 3 for bus 99.
IC カードをタッチしてください。
Okay, so I made it. It's not raining, but it's super windy. But it is super dark. And I'm kind of in like a deserted area by myself. And like normally when I'm traveling, this is the type of situation where I would totally not have this big camera out, you know? Like walking around at night in an unfamiliar area. But fortunately, Japan is very safe. And I actually feel completely comfortable doing this here. Which I cannot say for a lot of countries that I've been to. But as you can probably tell, it's super windy. It's not easy to walk with this and talk. So I will pick this up when I get to the hostel. All right, good evening. So it is actually the next day now, and I got here like so late last night and it was just pitch black, and I was exhausted from those 2 travel days. So I just crashed at the hostel, didn't really go out. But right now I'm heading to a restaurant called Unagi, which is supposed to be a pretty decent spot for Okinawan food here in Naha, which is the biggest city on Okinawa Honto, or the biggest island in Okinawa Prefecture. I think this is it. Hi, it's okay. Arigatou gozaimasu. Currently waiting for a table. Arigatou gozaimasu. So a few of the things that are famous here, or I should say a few of the things that are common in Okinawa would be a stir-fried dish, which is basically like stir-fried bitter melon, umibudo, which is sea grapes or a type of seaweed that you really only find here in Okinawa, and then another thing that you also see a lot is squid ink soba or yakisoba. So I'm probably gonna get all three of those. And a beer. Umibudo, tabitai desu. Yakisoba, goya champu, how do you say? Yeah. Urian. Urian, yeah. And mizu. Sumimasen, ikaru desu ka? Ikaru desu ka? So the stir-fried bitter melon, the yakisoba, or the squid ink soba, a local beer, Orion, Okinawa's craft is what it says on the bottle. All of that was, all right, I'm gonna try and say this in Japanese. Nisen, arigatou gozaimasu. Nisen, yon yaku yonju, 2,440. Okay, so these are the sea grapes, and believe it or not, this is actually what I've been wanting to try the most. And they serve it with like a rice vinegar to dip in. So this is a type of seaweed, obviously, and you only find this in Okinawa because I believe the shelf life of this is like very, very short. And so it's really, really hard to get this to the mainland before it goes bad. That literally tastes like the ocean. That basically tastes exactly like the ocean. And the dipping sauce, it's actually like a sweet, I guess I would describe it as like a vinegar, like a sweet vinegar. That is really good. They're full of liquid too. Like the actual like balls are like full of liquid. And so they like kind of like pop and burst in your mouth. That is really good. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh, can I do ichi? One more? Yeah. I got another one of the sea grapes. Arigatou gozaimasu. Also, something I've been wanting to try is the stir-fried bitter melon, which again is like super, super common here. And they serve it with egg and I think pork. Crunchy, like a lot of crunch is retained. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yakisoba. We'll get to that in a second. Most of the bitterness has been taken away by the cooking, but it still retains like a little bit of bitterness. Really nice. You see it everywhere in Southeast Asia. Bitter melon is very common. Thai cooking, but not prepared like this. Usually it's cooked a lot more. And then this is the yakisoba. which is basically soba that has been cooked in squid ink, which gives it the black color. What can I say about the yakisoba? It's squid ink, it's soba. There's huge chunks of squid in it. It's really, really good. Sweet from the squid ink. If you've had cuttlefish ink, or anything with like cuttlefish ink, basically, like cuttlefish ink risotto, it tastes similar to that. All the woks went off. It just got so much quieter in here. I always assume that basically, like when I'm out in a place like this and I'm vlogging and I'm eating, if there are a group of women laughing, they're probably laughing at me. I think that's a safe assumption. The sea grapes are so good. I could eat a pound of these, no problem. I don't know this, but I'm assuming that it is probably really good for you. Like, really, really healthy. Man, wow. That's good stuff. This was a really nice introduction to Okinawan food. If this is what I'm going to be treated to for the duration of my time in Okinawa, I'm gonna have a really good time down here. This is good stuff. Like, this is really good stuff. All right, guys. Well, welcome to my very small room here in my hostel in Okinawa. So I mentioned earlier that traveling through Japan is very, very safe. It's very safe to travel around Japan, both as a tourist and as a local. However, even in a country like Japan, I still need to be prepared for the worst. And that's why, regardless of where I am and where I'm traveling, I always carry travel insurance. And I just want to take a brief moment to talk to you guys about Safety Wing Travel Insurance, the sponsor of today's video. Safety Wing is a travel insurance company that is designed specifically for digital nomads, backpackers, and long-term travelers, which is why it's a really great option for me in what I do for a living. But there are a couple reasons that Safety Wing is very appealing to me as a travel insurance company. In particular, the product that I'm talking about today is their Nomad travel insurance. So one of the things that's really nice about Nomad insurance from Safety Wing is that you can buy it abroad. A lot of travel insurance companies, you have to buy travel insurance before you leave your home country. You could literally buy it on the plane to your destination. You could buy it when you get to your destination if you forget to do it. That's happened to me. And it makes it really, really convenient because you can, like I said, literally buy it from anywhere in the world. The other thing that's really, really nice is you're covered for COVID and you're covered for quarantine related to COVID. The other thing that's really, really nice about Safety Wing's Nomad insurance is that with Safety Wing, you just buy the insurance and it renews every single month, just like regular health insurance that you would have in your home country. And it doesn't matter where you're traveling. You don't need to say upfront, I'm going to X, Y, and Z country. You just buy the insurance and it covers you wherever you go, which is really great for me because when I'm planning long-term trips like the one I'm currently on, where I don't really know where I'm gonna end up, I can just buy it and I just have health insurance while I'm traveling outside of the United States. It's a really, really fantastic thing. Okay guys, so with that, I'm gonna get back to Okinawa, and I just want to say big thank you to everyone who's watching the videos so far. I'm super pumped to be back in Japan. This is only the first video of many, many to come in this country. I'm excited to see what I get into, what food I can try, and just explore different regions, different towns, different cities in this beautiful country. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. My travel to Okinawa was relatively stress-free, although it was quite long to get here. But I'm gonna end this one for the day, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Lots more coming from Japan. Thank you so much for your support as always. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, and hit the notification bell to be the first to be notified when my new videos come out. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care from Okinawa. Good night.
Yeah.